Hey, it's JJ back with another video, and today, as you see, I finished my house. Ta-da! Don't mind that chest there. It has everything I used. Let me give you a quick tour, because the last thing I did was put my bed in there, which was stupid. But today we're going to be making a, water feature, a secret pond water feature. Sorry, guy. Sorry. Okay, but we have a little TV here for entertainment and my Xbox, which I wish I had Minecraft. And we have a sink here, some cake. Ugh, who doesn't want cake? And we have a furnace. We have this purple couch, which is signature. We have a stripping pole. No, we don't. I never said that. Shouldn't have said that. It's very inappropriate, but we're moving on. By the way, if you ask me how I know since I'm a child, I have a lot of friends. And I've seen the movie Suicide Squad. Yeah, and I learned that, a bit earlier than that movie, but still. Actually, I learned that exists in about, I don't know. But yeah, moving on. I have a little sign here that says JJ's house with a person there. And I'm a crazy horse lady. I'm a crazy horse lady. But I make it look like I'm obsessed with horses when really no offense to you, my little horsey, but I'm not the biggest fan of horses. I really couldn't care less about them. But they're fast in Minecraft, and they can be really cute. Especially that one with the chicken. But, so I need to name him real quick. That's why I'm instilling creative. Also, so I could cheat in some lily pads, because I'm a cheater. The last cheat will be lily pads and anvil. I'm the weirdest person. I need lily pads. Lily pads. And I'm gonna need... What am I gonna need is the question. I'm gonna also need a name tag, which is in the seeds, I think. I don't see no name tag. Dun 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 dun. The moment I realized it's right in front of my face, but it wasn't, so I don't look like a complete idiot. Name you Scarlet. Diamond sword. Scarlet. Scarlet. And then I need this name tag right here to be named. What am I gonna name you? I'm really bad at naming, so I'm gonna name you something like cow. I need to think. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm thinking. Papa. Let's see. Taco. Taco. Because my mom works at Taco Bell. Taco. Come here, Taco. Lily pads for later because I need to go mining and stuff. And yeah. So, see you later, Taco. I need to get this out of my inventory. I have 3 pieces of bread, cake, and a diamond sword, and 9 torches. And a crafting bench. And then I'll have a wooden pickaxe and a stone pickaxe and all I need is stone to gather iron, but I'm gonna go to iron and maybe I might find diamonds if I was that lucky. But I'm not. I find them by default, as in like I found my diamonds in the village. See you later, Taco. Bye. I need to find a nearby cave. I don't want to stray too far from home, because last time I did that, it ended up in flames. No, it didn't. I'm just over exaggerating, but I like completely lost my house. And that's not happening again. No way. I really want to tell you guys a story. So I had this world, and next to my spawn point in my house, because I built my house next to spawn point like a whim, and there's these skeletons with enchanted iron helmets. And they were everywhere in the water, like all day. And my house was on an island, and they were like so much, there was so much, it was just to the point where I was not gonna lag, but like I was so close to having to start lagging. So there was like 50 in there. No, there wasn't. I'm over exaggerating. There was like 20. And they were all surrounding my house. Luckily, my house was surrounded by trees and such, but like it still was the worst. And I had to leave the island soon because I was getting hungry. I was getting in Minecraft, I wish I could get thirsty, but I can't. It was absolutely horrible. So I decided to delete that world after a year of playing on it. But the problem was that I could not figure out how, before I deleted it, I could not figure out how to leave that island. So I was on it, and there's no caves, no nothing. So it was like I had a wooden sword and I had leather armor. So it was like, how could I beat them? They have bow and arrows, and they're like my least favorite because they come up unexpectedly, like, hello. And they're like, okay, let me kill you. So I saw them, and I was like, oh my god, they're waiting me out. And I was so annoyed. This is like ketchup. Don't ask me why I'm gathering flowers. It's for my little garden. Those flowers are close enough to my house. I'll find them later. But oh, I live right here, so that's lucky. But so they were waiting me out, and I could not handle it anymore. And so what I did was I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait them out. And finally, I came right in front of them, and then they left the water, and that's how I got rid of them. Except they all went to my island, so it was like, bye. I had enough wood to last for days, so I had like stacks and stacks of wood. So yeah, but what I did was, I was like, okay, you wait me out, I wait them out. So I left that house forever, and then, I got a bunch of stuff. I was living my life to the fullest, and I finally found a cave. But, I'm still regenerating. I hear spiders. You know where a cave is. But, so those skeletons were absolutely the worst thing. Did I ever tell you the story of my old skin? I had this skin. I had this like rainbowish, like purple mermaid hair, kinda. And so it had like a black top. And why I'm talking about it is because of the memories it caused me. It was called the unlucky skin. And I was like, okay, that's weird. So I didn't realize why it was like this when I had the skin. It was like, no, just happily gathering resources. Nothing bad's gonna happen. And so, I just realized I need food. I have cake. But, I wish you could, like, eat in bites. So it was like, you ate one bite and it filled up one hunger bar. So it's like your food would last longer. Yeah, but, yeah. And so the unlucky skin was unlucky. I never found diamonds. I never found anything, as a matter of fact. Like, in the mines, it would be stacks and stacks of coal. And I was like, oh my god, I can't get anything good. And then I kept getting islands and stuff, and there's nothing but trees and trees and trees. And so it was my breaking point, honestly. And then, so what I did was, I was like, oh my god. So, and then I could not find anything but flowers, and a bunch of zombies spawned in my house one day. And I was to my breaking point. I was like, what is it? Then I was like, my skin. My skin. Oh, by the way, I named my sword Scarlet because Finn from Adventure Time has a Scarlet. Don't do it. I need your steak or whatever you drop. Whatever Notch called it. I don't need you. Ah! Lava. And, so another thing that happened was my whole Minecraft game started lagging because of how much zombies there were. And then I realized my skin is called the Unlucky Skin. What do I expect? Be there in just a second. Okay. So I realized that was the case. I'm only here for like a couple of bits of iron, so. And then I figured out that it definitely was my skin, so I changed it to this skin. The moral is never spend money on a skin that's called the Unlucky Skin. It's not worth your while. Iron. I need stone. I only got 2 pieces? That's baloney. I'm not up to dying. I don't feel like it. Mining. What if like everything broke? Like broke so you couldn't like pack like a crafting table. It'd have to be like millions of pieces of wood. That would be the worst. I'm so dumb. Should bring ladders at least. I'm Mr. Sheep. I'm Mrs. I'm hungry. I don't live in that biome, so I live on the other side of the mountain. I have a funny friend. He's like the funniest guy ever. Ow, I just broke my ankles. And I injured my neck. Dang it. So we were talking about our alien race. Hold the phone, hold the phone.
Hey, Corey, what's an alien race? Oh my god, like, I'm confused. Like, how is there an alien race? What are you, an alien? Oh my god.
What I meant was, like, we were discussing... Well, that's dangerous. We were discussing, like, if we were aliens, like, we were the emperors of the planet. Mine was Neptune, and what we would be the pets. And Weston's was the Plutalians, which is very unique. The Plutalians were friends with high chairs, and high chairs were Martians. He said the Martians were always high, and they were chairs. So technically, a bunch of drugged up chairs were running around. Whatever, like, I think his was, like, the dwarf planet of Pluto. Okay, so apparently the Plutalians are all green creatures that look like robots from, like, the game Lightbot. That game that teaches you how to not do anything. We had to do it in, like, 2nd grade. It was, like, a game that's supposed to teach you how to process a computer. It doesn't work. Okay. Sorry, just get in the zone, but you meet the Plutalians. And so they are like alien creatures that are like, hey, they all have long blue hair. And they're born from pizza. I got all the cool I wanted. I think I see my house area in the yonder. I'm pretty sure I see my house area in the yonder. I am really sorry, but I lost my house. So I'm gonna have to cheat my way to it. I'm gonna have to cheat my way to my house. I dropped my phone. Creative. Technical difficulties. I don't really understand, mainly because you put the process in mac and cheese. Why did I say that? I don't know. Something about mac and cheese. That never happened. There's my spawn village. Should have something with a destroyed roof. Yes, it does. This is definitely my home village. It thinks my spawn is right here. Which way did I go? Let's see, I'm pretty sure Skeleton was right here and we wanted to leave him, so we went this way, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna find it real quick. I found it. We live close to a sunflower's plane. What am I doing? Would I die from this height? Most likely. That's better. Okay. We live close to a sunflower plane, so I want to check it out real quick. I'm trying to get a lot of flowers because next time we're making... I didn't even get it. My name's the Quasiary. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Dang it! Ba-ba-ba-ba. Get away from me. Okay. I'm pretty sure it was more further this way. I'm gonna get lost again. Because I'm an idiot. Oh, there it is. There's my favorite color. By the way, I'm going on a 10-hour trip to Michigan. It's gonna be exciting. Gonna need my fidget spinner. It's very rare to find these, so I'm gonna try to like get as much as possible. Okay. He doesn't know I'm doing it. Whoops. Whoopsie. Sorry if you hear any funny noises. Well, that's it for this video. See you later, alligator.